Alrighty guys, welcome back to 5-9 Gaming. In today's video, we're going to be having a friendly discussion of when and if the superhero units are going to be coming this year to Dragon Ball Legends. So I'm going to be joined by two other creators right here. We got Swift and ZVG joining me today. Go ahead and say what's up, guys.
Yo.
What's up, boys? That's good.
And before we dive into the video, let us know in the comments down below whether you guys think they're going to be coming soon, this month, July, Legends Fest, any of that kind of stuff, or do you guys think they're going to hold off? When do you guys think they're going to be coming? That's what we want to know. And as always, make sure you guys like, follow, subscribe, follow us on all of our social media platforms, and let's go ahead and get right into the video. If we're just going like right off rip, when do we think like the units are going to actually come? I'm going to go ahead and just throw my opinion out there right now. I think they're gonna do it in August, because we know that global release is going to be in August, and personally I think that the best opportunities for them to actually have released the superhero units was this anniversary. I truly thought that was going to be the highlight of this anniversary. I think everyone kind of like had that consensus, and now that we officially know that we aren't getting it for part 2, we don't know if they're actually going to do a part 3 or anything like that, right? Because they have been addressing part 2 as the second half, not like as like the second quarter or anything like that. They've just addressed the sagas from the movies, this Hirudegan movie, The Wrath of the Dragon, as the second half. We don't know if they're going to pursue anything further with the 4th anniversary, and so I kind of feel like they're going to hold off until the global release, right? Which is very stupid to me, just because that we know they can implement these superhero characters. We already have 2 of them in game, right? In the form of Gamma 1 and in the form of Gamma 2. And so if we go off that, I think Goresh has even put out a tweet prior saying that he believes that the usage that they can use from the movie is from promotional stuff, right? From trailers, from that sort of thing. And that's why they were able to actually pull Gamma 1 and 2 from the movie into the game prior to the movie even have releasing. And there's still a lot of source material there that they could use, right? Because there's the Ultimate Piccolo and the Ultimate Gohan back to back in some of the promotional art, in some of the trailers. There's even somewhere it's like you could have even done something so basic as to putting like a transforming Gohan, like adult Gohan in the Piccolo outfit with the cape on, all that stuff, and just transforming into a Super Saiyan, taking off the glasses as the animation, something of that nature. There's literally so much material that they could have got just from the trailers alone, and it's just a shame to me that they did not, try to explore that, try to implement that in the game, other than just the Gammas themselves. What do you guys think? When do you guys think they're going to drop and stuff like that, and how you guys feel about how they're handling this overall?
Festival is when I think they're going to be dropping it. I don't think it's going to be August, because August is reserved for LF Final Flash Vegeta. Yes, he's coming. Confirmed. I am the source. I'm not even joking. I'm not joking. I'm dead ass serious. But I think it's gonna be festival. I feel like just dropping all of that in just a regular month like August is just not the play. I feel like the Gohan's new form and Piccolo's new form are celebration worthy units. So I do think that they're gonna be dropping for festival. I think for August we're gonna be getting another LF Vegeta. And then September a villain, then November is when we get Gohan and Blanco and whatever else. I feel like they handled it poorly, because movie delay messed up the anniversary type beat. I'm saying people are talking about that, but that's just not the case anymore, because we're not getting it for the anniversary. So there's no excuse about the movie delay being the main cause why it sucks. It just sucks because they're greedy. As he said, we had Gamma 1 and Gamma 2 in the game already. I feel like they could have made a transforming Ultimate Gohan. We did see Piccolo use the special beam cannon in the trailer, so they could have made a 1% Piccolo with that Ultimate Arts card or something like that, and then LF Gohan that transforms or like just does a Kamehameha type combination attack or anything like that. So just have the units from the movie in the game, generate hype. It'd be way better than getting Super Saiyan Goku and Tapio for sure. But I do think that they handled it quite poorly. Gamma 1 and Gamma 2 in the game pre-anniversary, and now there is no one else to follow up that during the annie. So I feel they could have done a lot better job. But I do feel like we're gonna be getting them in November, which is a festival.
It's a long time away.
Yeah, I mean, if they're really trying to hype up for the festival, I could definitely see that as a possibility. And I do find it weird they did release Gamma 1, Gamma 2, and I think that kind of misled people to expect some type of superhero for anniversary. That's probably why a lot of people were upset that we didn't see anything. Now, from their point of view, I can understand the viewpoint of wanting to wait until the global release. Like, I do understand that, but at the same time, like we already said, they dropped Game of 1, Game of 2, and like I said, that's kind of misleading to the community. But if I had to guess, if global release is in August, we're either going to see some type of collab event, or I guess it's not really a collab event, but some type of, maybe the global release of the movie drops, and right around the same time they drop a superhero banner, which would be super hype, and it would be kind of a bait to get people to spend their chrono crystals right before festival, or a couple months before festival. So I do see that as a possibility, and I think that's probably what the majority of the people want to see, is they want to see these superhero units sooner rather than later. But at the same time, I think we all know festival, especially nowadays with 4th anniversary being so bad, festival is kind of like the really, really hype celebration in Legends, especially recently. So if they're going to save any hype unit for festival, it does make sense for it to be the superhero units. So honestly, I could see it either way. But if I had to pick something that myself and I think the majority of the community would want to see, like I said, I think sooner rather than later. So I would like to see August, but I also see ZVG's viewpoint where, possibly they could be saving this hype for festival. So I don't know. It's tough to say, man. But I don't know. What do you guys realistically think they could have dropped them for part 2, or like?
Yeah.
Okay.
Realistically, yeah, 100%. Maybe not the final, well, because there's spoilers ahead. We already put the warning in at the beginning of the video. But realistically, I do not see them adding in like Piccolo's orange form. I don't see them adding in Gohan Blanco form. But I definitely, at the very least, Ultimate Piccolo, right? I think that's something that a lot of people were excited to see, right? Ultimate Piccolo. We could have. I think ZVG may have a point in saying that they want to blow their load in terms of the movie on Legends Festival, because that is going to be like peak. They need something extremely hype for that, right? That's the only. I can definitely see them adding like the climax of the movie into the Legends Festival. But they needed to capitalize off of this, dude. Like they had to. And I could honestly go as far as to say maybe even July, right? Maybe even in July they will drop the more like trailery units for superhero, right? Either July or August. That's what I'm kind of like assuming. That's where I'm kind of like going with it. But for the climactic units, I think they are going to get saved, because that's what you saw with the Broly movie. That's how the Broly movie was handled, right? Although they started off way stronger than the superhero movie, right? Because did they start off with Vegeta first, or was it Broly? It was Broly, right? Or
you mean for the first unit that dropped from the movie?
Yeah, for the collaboration. It was.
But we got Broly the day after the movie came out, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, so we literally got a transforming Broly already, like Super Saiyan, right, with his armor, with his Frieza armor, and then straight into like his end formation, his end transformation. And then after that, we got the Super Saiyan God Vegeta, right? I think it was like a couple of months later, and then after it took a little bit while for Gogeta Blue to actually enter, but we did get like a regular Gogeta that transformed. And then just this recent Legends Festival did we finally get the tag unit of the Blue Boys. So they kind of like milked it out for a long like period of time. If you actually put it like on a timeline, right, there's a lot of space in between these units dropping, all just correlated directly to the movie. But the most important takeaway from this is that Broly was the titular character. It was called Dragon Ball Super, like Broly. Right, and Broly was the unit that we got as soon as the movie had dropped. And so it was like they already had capitalized, like instantly capitalizing off of that fact, and just making the player base happy. Like everyone was, and he was great too. Like he was amazing. He was like almost like, was he not considered like the best unit in the game, like on the best team in the game? Yeah. At that point. And then what? So we get the Gammas. We got the Gammas preceding the movie. Fine, that's okay, because it was preceding the movie. They're not going to be the best in the game, but it's still cool to have them in there. But after the movie had dropped in Japan, nothing else. Nothing. They dropped in Japan, and they're like, oh, well, log in every day. We're celebrating the release. And it's just like, this is how you're celebrating the release? You're going to give us login bonus rewards? You're going to, you know, it's just, that's it? Like, we're getting no new characters. And like I said before, there was so much material to choose from, bro. Like, literally so much. Like, Gotenks was in that trailer, right?
Yeah.
Like the fat Gotenks, or he was in promotional art. The Goten and Trunks themselves, you know, even Pan, bro. Like, Pan was putting the moves on some people in those trailers. Like, you could have even done something with her. Like, literally, there was just so much to choose from, and it just very disappointed with the way they handle it. Again, we don't really know what's going on behind the scenes. We don't know if it's like something that surpasses, that's higher up than the Dragon Ball Legends studio itself. But either way, just shame on them as a whole.
Well, you brought up a good reference with the Broly movie and the fact that they don't have to drop all the characters at once.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they now that I think about it, and especially let's say you're somebody that lives in Japan and you already saw the movie. I mean, think of how hype it would be living in Japan, and you know, maybe they drop some characters, and like, you know, I think the sooner they start dropping these characters, the better. Like I said, if you're somebody that already saw the movie, I think it'd be cool to see these characters in game. Now, obviously, the hype characters, I do think should wait until the global release, just for the general population. But you know, like we've kind of said, you don't have to release all the characters at once. They could have maybe taken advantage of dropping some of the trailer promotional characters. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe they drop something in August and then they save, you know, the really hype stuff for festival. I don't know. It's tough to say, man. But yeah, 4th anniversary. It's not been too pretty.
Not at all. So I think just coming towards the end of the video right here, I think just the final thoughts for me personally. I think we're going to get superhero drops in August, not necessarily like the final units and stuff like that, but just some sort of superhero drops. And Swift, what about you?
Yeah, I could see something starting in August for sure. I think it's going to be a missed opportunity if they don't drop anything, right?
Yeah.
If the global, like if the movie comes out worldwide and they drop and there's nothing related in game, I think it's going to be a missed opportunity. So I think they should be dropping something around that time. And then, you know, whether they drop the very hype units or where they save them for festival, that's kind of tough to say. But I do think they will be dropping something alongside the movie, in my opinion.
Yeah. And then ZVG, your final thoughts? Festival. But for festival, if it's going to be festival, then is it going to be the climactic units?
Yes.
Yeah, most likely.
I honestly wouldn't even be mad if they did something like in August, they dropped like I wouldn't be mad if we got like 3 months of superhero units, bro. I
Cool.
don't think they're going to do that. But I wouldn't mind that. Like in August, we just get just some regulars, the superhero units, that stuff that we haven't got from the trailer, stuff like that. And then come Legends Festival, they revisit superhero again, and then they give us like Special Beam Cannon Gohan. Like that would be literally a Special Beam Gohan for Legends Festival. Absolutely shuts 4th anniversary out completely and utterly. I think that already solos 4th anniversary. They dropped that unit for Legends Fest.
And real quick before we go, I wanted to say, like we said, I think you know, 4th anniversary hasn't been amazing. In my opinion, these banners have not been great. You know, MUI Super Saiyan 3 Goku, that's going to be coming out, are obviously really good units, good animations besides the reused animation for Super Saiyan 3. But the only thing I can think of as to why they didn't drop more units is maybe they're dedicating their manpower to developing these superhero units. That's like the only thing I can think of. Because like I said, there just hasn't been that many units for 4th anniversary. Like literally it's been basically MUI, Blue Vegeta, and now we know Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Tapion. That's literally 4 new units for the entire part 1 and part 2 anniversary, which is, it just feels like not that much. So like I said, I think the only thing I can think of is maybe they're dedicating a lot of their workforce to developing these superhero characters, hopefully, and something like that. That's the only thing I can think of. Either that or they lost a lot of their developers. I have no idea. But that's really all I can think of for that.
Yeah, I agree. Because on it, the thing. Wait, go ahead, ZVG.
No. I was gonna say that I don't think they're lazy. I just don't care. Dead ass.
I mean, that's definitely a possibility.
Yeah, it kind of it feels like that a lot of times, especially given the Super Saiyan 3 Goku's animations being literally an animation that's already within the game. But what I was gonna say, I think my ideal situation for this 4th anniversary in regards to superhero, I really think that what could have saved it for me, honestly, like could have saved it for me the entire anniversary, is if we got 2 superhero banners, 2 of them for this part 2. One was featuring the LF tag units, Ultimate Gohan and Ultimate Piccolo tag unit, right? And then the other banner was an LF Gamma 2. That would have been ideal for me. And that's literally these. I mean, the LF Gamma 2 is a little bit of a stretch because that's stuff that hasn't been really. The LF would have been something that's not been teased in the trailers at all, because he has this giant and like moment that literally made Gamma 2 emerge as my favorite character from the film, right? He goes absolutely ballistic, and he has like an LF moment within the film. And that's what I would have liked to see right here, is just him being an LF, and then on one banner, and then Gohan and Piccolo being an LF on another, just all being super related. That could have saved the anniversary for me.
Yeah, I mean, that would have been cool, honestly.
Yeah.
Just the lack of, in general, the lack of characters, I think, is really what killed the anniversary. And on top of that, just the, you know, the pay-to-win raid and the lack of events, and we don't need to get into all that. But I do agree. I think more characters, the better for a celebration like an anniversary. So that would have been really cool.
Yeah. So that being said, ultimately, anniversary, 4th anniversary specifically, did not pull out all of the stops for us like they said that they were, that they said that they did. But you know, this was our predictions on when Superhero is going to drop. Once again, in the comments down below, let us know when you guys think Superhero is going to drop. Let us know what your ideal banners for Superhero would be. Obviously, most of you guys would probably agree that you guys want the climactic characters right off rip, but I do believe that they're going to hold that off for something like how ZVG said for Legends Festival, or maybe another anniversary event. You'd never know, right? Because maybe next year they actually get their stuff together, and that's when we get going. I'm not too sure, right? It's up in the wind right now. But that being said, we are going to hop on out of here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you guys do follow us on all of our social media platforms. Once again, hit the bell, get all the notifications for all 5-9 gaming mobile related stuff, right? We have covered a bunch of gacha games right here, specifically Dokkan and Dragon Ball Legends for all your Dragon Ball Legends needs. I'm Azdeek, joined by Swift and ZVG, and we'll catch you guys in the next one.